I want a handmade wardrobe that has main character energy, so I have made a plan. Think more whimsy in my everyday wardrobe and actually making projects instead of just leaving them on paper and in plans. I've planned out 3 projects from paper to patterns to fabric, and I've got 4 more that are still in the works at the moment, but I know I really want to make them this year because I love sewing, but I sometimes get stuck in the planning stage instead of actually sitting down and sewing. So this is my 2026 sewing plan, what's fully mapped out, what's still in progress. I think I've got a plan that I might actually stick to this year. I have 7 projects in total that I really want to get to do this year, and we're in April, so I think I've got time. 3 of the projects were things that I planned to do last year and then ran out of time because I put too much time pressure on myself, and with a sewing room that I had to share, it didn't always work out. And then I've got 4 projects that I've been thinking about that I think we're going to get done this year. A few of them are a bit more complicated, so I'm a teeny bit nervous about them, but they're everything is stuff that will fit into my wardrobe and actually help me build a wardrobe that I want to wear. What a weird experience would that be? First up is a dress I have been literally dreaming of for the last 5 months or so. It is what I'm going to refer to as my Dear Tally dress. So I follow a YouTuber who goes by Dear Tally, who basically made this Pinafore dress with a round neckline, a sort of cropped bodice, a A-line skirt, and she put pockets in hers. I definitely need pockets in mine. Now, I have 2 Pinafore dresses that I reach for constantly. They are, funnily enough, the Dark Academia Pinafore I started this YouTube channel with, and the prototype for that, which I then dyed black. It's interesting, it has a bright orange zipper down the back. Not the best choice, but it was originally going to be a pumpkin dress. Anyway, these are 2 pinafores that I continuously reach for, even though they are not the best. Like, I haven't even finished the hem on the Dark Academia Pinafore, and I literally made it last January? Maybe February? No, last January. I still keep wearing it, it's fine. Stupidly, I've decided that I am not going to buy the pattern that she uses to make hers, partly because the version she made, she kind of pattern hacked and had to lengthen the bodice a bit. And I am starting to have a growing pile of patterns that their only purpose is for me to hack and make what I want. The Pinafore dress that I was talking about is literally a formal prom dress. It has an overlayer and everything, and I just wanted it for the shape. So I have decided to enter the world of pattern drafting. No, I have never done it before in my life. No, I don't really know what I'm doing. And no, I don't have a mannequin that I could drape over. No, I have a roll of IKEA paper that I have literally been using since my A-levels. And no, I'm not sure I want to admit when my A-levels were. So this is going to be fun. I haven't 100% decided on what fabric I'm going to do. I think I'm going to end up going for a really basic black cotton because I found I have a lot more of this in my stash than I realised. So yay for moving house and finding out what fabric I have. And I know that if I make it from black cotton, I am going to wear it repeatedly because that black one I have at the moment I literally dyed, and as I said, it has a bright orange zipper down the back, and I just really like a pinafore that doesn't have a zipper, that's really simple to wear and is just easy to grab. But the other choice of fabric is either this black cotton, or I am not entirely sure what fabric this is, but it's like a herringbone. No, is it herringbone? It's like a check, but it's got like dark brown and orange. Ugh. I will probably splice in a nice bit of footage of it because I don't think you can see it properly on camera. The other option for this fabric is a pair of trousers, but I'm not sure I'm going to wear them as trousers, and I might have a better hope of wearing it as a dress. If I do make it as a black cotton, I think I'm going to add a fun green lining to the bodice, because she definitely recommends that you line the bodice, and who am I going to argue with that, especially if I'm making the pattern myself. And it also means I can practice on something that isn't my very nice dark black cotton and is a bed sheet, but I got for very cheap instead. Next up is another dress, and it will be a Nobody's Child Starlight dress dupe. So I actually now own a Starlight dress from Nobody's Child. I didn't when I planned to make this last year. However, the version I have, A, does not fit me in the way I would like it to, and B, is made of a needle cord material, which is great for winter, not so great for summer. And so I'm going to make a summery one. Still going to have long sleeves, because I'm me and I don't like showing my arms. So the McCalls pattern I'm going to be using is M7974. And I think I'm going to have to make a few tweaks to the pattern to make it more like the Nobody's Child version, but I'm also going to probably make it a little bit more coverage. The Nobody's Child one that I have is quite a low-cut style, which isn't actually always that comfortable, not just because it's revealing, which I don't necessarily have a problem with, but also because Nobody's Child, for most of their Starlight dresses, only goes up to a size 18. You may have noticed that I have a certain amount of asset. A size 18 does not really fit properly, but it was on sale when I bought it, and I really wanted it, so I decided I was going to buy it. This way I can make a dress that actually fits me the way I want it to. So I'm using that pattern. I'll be using this moss green with black and white striped tartan, or white overcheck should I say. It's, I think, another cotton. It's a really nice soft one, and I think it will be perfect for summer. And even though, as I said, I'm probably going to make this long sleeve because I have 5 meters, I don't think I'm going to get over hot, which is really nice, and hopefully it'll have enough drape. So stepping away from dresses for my third project that I wanted to do last year but didn't, is a really nice 2-piece trouser and top set. I've decided to do it in this, I think it's a viscose fabric, but it's really nice and lightweight, and I feel like these are going to be perfect for summer as a pair of trousers. And I'm going to use these Palazzo pants by Starlight Patterns. They're really adjustable, which is something I normally struggle with smart trousers. You can either put them with a ribbon or you can do elastic. I'm probably going to go for like a navy ribbon just to match, and it's just pretty, and that just adds more whimsy to my life. Now, when it comes to the top, I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. I know, these were supposed to be the firm plans, and the other four are the things that I don't completely know about yet. I have been genuinely weighing this one up since May last year, so my goal for this outfit is to take it on holiday with me at the end of May. The trousers I need to do a mock-up of first, because they have buttonholes for the channels for the ribbon. I have yet to do a buttonhole full stop, and I now have a new sewing machine which supposedly has a setting, but it's not like your sort of modern Singers where you have that little tray thing and it'll just do it for you. No, there is some human requirement needed, and yeah, I'm just terrified of them. It's why, if you've seen any of my videos so far, I've avoided buttonholes like the plague. There is a skirt that is in my in progress pile from 2024, that is a button-down skirt. Now, I wear button-down skirts all of the time, which is why I wanted to make one. I'm genuinely considering using poppers and sewing the buttons on the front so I don't have to do like 15 buttonholes. But anyway, going back to this, I can't decide whether to do a sort of top like I'm wearing at the moment, which is the wrap top, or to do something simpler to show off the pattern. The top, I am slightly concerned that I won't wear it if I don't make it in a way that I'm going to like, just to make it a two-piece outfit. So I'm still working on that at the moment, and hopefully by the time I reach making it, I'll have decided. And considering we're in April and I want to go on holiday with this at the end of May, this is probably going to be one of my next projects, and I'm terrified of it. So the next four are the other projects that I know I want to do this year, but I have not figured out everything yet. So first up is the Lark backpack by Owl Handmade. It's a really cute little backpack. My current small rucksack is dying a death. It is made from pleather and it's like 20 years old now. And not only is the straps falling off it and ripping, the leather itself is, well, the plastic is actually disintegrating, and every time I touch it, I get more black bits coming off it. So in an effort to not, spread microplastics around, I think I need to have a new rucksack, and I have not found one that I like that fits me or my vibe yet. So I'm still looking for fabrics for that, because I don't know whether I want to go really basic or whether I want to do something a little bit more fun, since it is an everyday rucksack, and I don't know whether I want to go oranges, greens, browns, or just go for a boring black, because that is always an option. So the next project that I am still working out what the heck I'm going to be doing is actually a remake of the blouse I'm currently wearing. So this is a Stitch which designs Tudor blouse. I'm wearing the wrap version and I love it, but I messed up. I didn't look at the measurements on the pattern and decided I obviously needed the biggest size, because I always need the biggest size when pattern cutting. I didn't. This is massive, and there's notable areas where it just doesn't fit properly, which would be simple. I'd just remake another one. Unfortunately, this gorgeous double gauze fabric with little ladybugs on, it is like the perfect cottagecore top. Yeah, you can't get this fabric anymore, and I have probably about the size of a fat quarter left, and you need like nearly just under 3 yards? I don't have enough left, so I'm kind of heartbroken over that. I have found this other fabric which has little ladybugs on. It's kind of similar. Unfortunately though, this is the poly cotton, and I don't normally sew with poly cottons, and I don't know whether it's going to get the same drape or the same vibe that I'm looking for. So I am still deciding whether I'm going to remake it in this or whether I need to look for new fabrics and find something else that fits my cottagecore dreams. Which kind of actually leads me on to the next one. So the next one is actually, it's a bigger project. It's my autumn project. So last year I made myself a pumpkin head, and this year I have managed to convince my wife to join me. So we are going to be doing pumpkin wives for Halloween. I know I'm going to make the head out of cardboard again. I tried to do it out of foam. I bought loads of foam. I bought foam that was too thick and it just did not work. I think I'm going to make it out of cardboard again because it kind of gave a really nice vintage vibe, which just gave me over the garden wall feels. But to go along with the pumpkin head, I'm also going to make 2 outfits. I'm still in the process at the moment of deciding whether I'm going to go ultra Victorian, Edwardian, or just something with a fantasy vibe. So if you have any ideas with that one, let me know because I'm kind of stuck on it. And the last working on project that I have is more of an autumn thing. Again, like the pumpkin wives, it's just kind of sew my dream autumn wardrobe. Yeah, I haven't really decided what sort of shapes and what sort of vibes I want. I've got one fabric which has muted rainbow skulls on it. It's sort of like Halloween-y colours, but no blacks actually, thinking about it. Anyway, I've got this fabric that I really want to do justice for, and I know it's going to be like the perfect autumn top because I haven't got that much fabric for it. I just want pieces because autumn is my favourite time of the year. And I know I should probably also make some more staple pieces this year, which I kind of feel like I might end up doing more Stitch Witch top, more trousers, especially if I'm making other ones, the Palazzo pants, if I like them. I'll probably make a few more and some summer trousers. So apparently I have more than 4. But yeah, I think it is just make staples, especially for autumn because it is my favourite season and I would love a slightly more dedicated autumnal colours wardrobe. If you were me, which project would you start first? I know I've said that the 2-piece is probably what I'm going to do fairly quickly if I want it for my holiday in May, but is there something else you think I should do first? And also, if you sew, like, how do you get from like the planning stage to just making? This year I'm going to set myself up so that I can come in here in an evening and just sew some stuff without having to set up, do loads of work, think, oh god, I don't even have a pattern cut out. What size am I? Oh, it doesn't matter, I'll just do that. I'm going to do those forethought things and make sure that I have information, I have things planned out, except not just planned out, because that's my problem a lot of the time, is I plan things to death. I have notebooks filled with scribbles, and sometimes you just need to put the notebook down and get on with it. So this is a note to future Rachel, to just get on with it, to actually start doing stuff, and just do it. Just do it. Let me know in the comments if you have any projects planned for this year, whether you're gonna sew, whether you're knitting, whether you're crocheting, whether you're doing anything else. What are your projects for this year? Because I know it's April, but I cannot be the only person who hasn't properly started their sewing plan for the year. I think I've done one thing so far this year, and this blouse that I started last year. But anyway, if you guys want to follow along and see my projects and my processes and my progress, and hopefully I will come to you guys with finished projects and actually manage to finish them in a timely manner, because that would be really nice. Drop a comment, follow along, do a like. I don't know how we do things on YouTube anymore. Enjoy! Until next time, see you then!